YouTube! What's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on 10 players that make me nervous in fantasy football. I said what I said. 10 players that make me nervous. So listen, guys, I'm not saying these guys suck. I'm not saying these guys are not going to have big weeks, but I'm saying these guys are not going to hit the ceiling at the ADP that you drafted these guys at. These guys are not going to hit their ceiling. So, guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. I said what I said. This is cutting edge content. So, listen, this is going to be a tough video because a lot of you are not going to want to hear some of the players that I got. Some of these players might even become Hall of Famers, but for us fantasy football, they're not good to have on your team. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I would say it, and I would stand on it, and hold me accountable for it. Right? Let me give me a drink of water, then we'll begin. Yes, Bijan Robinson is going to turn up, bro. Okay. So the first player that I'm going to talk about that makes me nervous, that I don't think is going to hit his ceiling, is Sky Moore from the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, guys, sorry about that. We've been waiting, about a year and a half for Sky Moore to hit his upper echelon talent, and he ain't got it. He's an average short wide receiver in the NFL. Guys, drop this guy immediately. That's what I'm doing. I'd rather have Kadarius Toney. I'd rather have Rashee Rice. I'd rather have Justin Ross. I'd rather have CEH. I don't want no Sky Moore. So, guys, if he goes off in a game, I think you should trade him at that point in time. Right now, he probably just a hold on your bench. I don't want no Sky Moore. All right, moving forward to my next guy. And this next guy actually is two guys. And this is going to be tough for a lot of people to swallow. But I told you this all season long. I'm not riding no first week. I don't do that. It takes several weeks to find out what a guy's going to be. Most of the time. But I'm telling you now because I see what I've been seeing. Right? So these two guys is Joe Burrow and Ja'Marr Chase. These are elite players. Some of the best talent in the NFL. But for fantasy purposes, I don't want them. I told y'all to draft Tyreek Hill over Ja'Marr Chase. I got probably like one or maybe two shares of Ja'Marr Chase in any of my leagues. I'm probably in like 15, 16 leagues, including Dynasty Redraft and also Best Ball. And I told you, I said, I'm not drafting no Joe Burrow and Ja'Marr Chase. The reason why this offense is sloppy. Joe Burrow has to overcome his coach. He got to overcome the offensive line. He got to overcome a lot of stuff. T. Higgins is not 13. T. Higgins could be really good. But for this team is an overrated tight end that's been injured his whole career. So only thing that you betting on when you drafting Joe Burrow or Ja'Marr Chase, deep ball, deep ball, deep ball. You think they're going to keep hitting deep balls? Tua and Tyreek is not just hitting deep balls. They hitting all kinds of areas of the field. So I don't want no one-trick pony offense that the teams are going to take away. You can't do the same thing you did last year. NFL is going to take it away. So I don't want no Joe Burrow or no Ja'Marr Chase. I know a lot of you are not going to agree with me. And you know what is making it so bad? Even when I'm right, because I could be wrong, but when I'm right, you're going to move on. Because it just hurts your feelings so bad for somebody to tell you that Joe Burrow or Ja'Marr Chase are not going to be that good when you draft them. I told people, and he's not on this video, but because I think CD's going to be okay. I just don't think he was good at drafting at his value. But I told a lot of people, don't touch CD. People got mad and tried to troll my channel. Now they running. Because you know he's going to struggle against the Jets too. he's not going to hit that ceiling that everybody draft. He's not going to be a top 5 wide receiver. I don't think Ja'Marr Chase is going to be a top 5 wide receiver. I could be wrong. They're going to have some good weeks. They're going to have some boom weeks. It might be in your fantasy football playoffs, but it's not going to be consistent. All right, moving on to my number 3 player. My number 3 player, and that's Derrick Henry. I said what I said. That's Derrick Henry. The reason why Derrick Henry makes me nervous, Tyjae Spears outsnapped them. I think if they don't win if they lose the next 3 to 4 games, they're going to trade Derrick Henry, and they're going to move forward with Tyjae Spears. Now, Derrick Henry might be good for us, the team that he gets traded to, but I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I'm drafting Derrick Henry to get 20 carries a game. I don't know if it's 20 carries a game this year. I don't know if the team is going to be good enough where they can get a game script where they can deploy Derrick Henry. So if I got Derrick Henry, I'm trying to look to sell him and get a good player. I'm not going to give him away for chopped liver, but I'm not going to hold on to him and go down with the ship. Now, if you want to do that, I respect that. For me, it's 9 ways to skin a cat, but I'm not going down with Derrick Henry this year. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm not saying he's over the hill. But for this team, I don't think they're going to give it to Derrick Henry 20, 25 times like they did in the past. I think they're trying to move forward. That's why Tajay Spears got so many snaps. They want to be a passing team. They're trying to evolve. All right, moving on, guys, to my number 4 guy. And I kind of, this is kind of late, but I've been on this all year long, too. And that guy is Alexander Mattison. I said what I said, Alexander Mattison. And I told y'all I'm a 0 RB guy. I'm not taking no Alexander Mattison. Everybody kept saying, man, he's a great flex guy. Well, he ain't got no explosion. Only time he's good is when he get falling touchdowns. He ain't breaking no long runs, none of that. This is a passing team. I told you, they look, when they get down to the red zone or the green zone, they looking to give it to Justin Jefferson. They're not looking to give it to Alexander Mattison. They looking to give it to Alexander Mattison just to get first downs, to keep the chains moving. I don't know if he can do that. I'd rather have Todd Taylor stashed. I'd rather have Dwayne McBride stashed than to be sitting around waiting on Derrick Henry to have some crazy boom. I mean, not Derrick Henry, but waiting on Alexander Mattison to have some crazy boom game. So I don't want no Alexander Mattison. I ain't gonna want to call him garbage. He's just not the type of player that I want on my fantasy team. I want 30 point, 40 point, 30 point, 40 point, 30 point, 40 point, 30 point, 40. I want 30 point, 40 point type guys on my team. Short bust that. Because I got people that troll me in my channel. Hey, this guy should be on the short bus. And this and this. He got gray in his beard. This ain't any kind. Listen, I know it's YouTube. You gonna troll. But it's men. I'm a man. I ain't trolling nobody. I might troll a woman, right? I ain't trolling no man. If I'm gonna talk to a man, I'm gonna talk to him like for real. All these backhand compliments. I like the energy. What do you like the players that I'm telling you that's hitting? 75%. I stand on that. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This is Cutting Edge content. Moving forward. The next guy is a quarterback. Number 5 is Josh Allen. I said what I said, Josh Allen. The reason why Josh Allen makes me nervous, I don't think he can. I think he only wants to throw the ball deep. It's like if he check it down, it turns his nerves up. I don't want no player that's gonna have a bunch of interceptions. I don't think his ceiling is like that. He's gonna have some nice fantasy football games, but is he gonna be a top 5 quarterback? No, I don't think he's gonna be a top 5 quarterback. Tua coming for that top 5 spot. Justin Herbert coming for that top 5 spot. You got other quarterbacks that's going to be knocking him out of the top 5. Is he going to be top 12? Probably. But is he going to be top 5? No. So I'm not touching no Josh Allen this year. If you got him already, you need to try to trade him if you can get something good for him. Don't get him for chopped liver. But if I could trade Josh Allen for Tua, I'm doing that right now. And then get a backup quarterback in case Tua goes down with a head injury or something, because that is possible. But to me, I think Tua has way better upside than Josh Allen because of the weapons and the teams in the scheme. All right, moving forward, guys, to my next guy, my number 6 guy, and it's Davante Adams. Yes, Davante Adams makes me nervous. The reason why Davante Adams makes me nervous, they don't want to just hyper target a wide receiver the whole game and try to win. A lot of guys are going to be getting targets. Now listen, Jacoby Myers might be out this week, but if I got Davante Adams, is he going to be fine? Yeah, but is he going to be a top 3, top 1 wide receiver? Maybe a couple weeks, but not consistent. You got guys like Brandon Ayuk having good games. You got all these new young wide receivers that's starting to boom, and it's going to knock Davante Adams down. So I don't want Davante Adams and rely on him to be a top 5 or top 3 guy. He could be a top 5 guy, hopefully, but it makes me nervous. I just don't see the target share like I want to. I don't see this team evolving around Davante Adams. All right, moving forward, guys, to my number 7 guy. My number 7 guy is DJ Moore. I said what I said, DJ Moore. The reason why DJ Moore is on my list, guys, they don't know how to use him. Remember, I'm not saying DJ Moore sucks, but DJ Moore needs to be used like Deebo Samuels. They using this guy like he is Justin Jefferson. He's not Justin Jefferson. He don't run routes like that. He's a guy that's a yak guy. He's hard to tackle in open space. So if you're trying to push the ball downfield with him, you're gonna be disappointed. So right now, I will be trying to get off DJ Moore. I will wait till he have a big game, and then I will try to trade. So guys, I'm not touching DJ Moore. Next is another running back. What's going on? The next is my number 8 guy is Rachaad White. Yes, Rachaad White. And I told people about Rachaad White the whole season. In the off season, I said, listen, he may catch a few passes, but I don't like his explosiveness. I like Sean Tucker better. Rachaad White missed a lot of holes. He didn't look explosive all. Now, this offensive line is not the greatest offensive line right now. They lost a center. He was a really good center. He might not never play another snap. But Sean Tucker, to me, is going to be the guy that's going to take over this backfield later on in the season, and he's going to get more touches as far as carries and the goal line opportunities. That's the only thing you're looking for. You're not looking for 100% snap share. You're looking for the honey touches, which is the green zone, the 5-yard line. So who's getting the touches when they get around the 5-yard line? That's going to be Sean Tucker going forward. I would rather have Sean Tucker. So if Rachaad White has a good game and you can get off of him, you can get you something pretty for him, a pretty penny, go ahead and do that. All right, my next guy. And this guy right here, guys, is my number 9 guy, and is a wide receiver. And it's Deebo Samuels. Listen, I love Deebo. Deebo is one of my favorite hybrids in the whole NFL. He's a phenomenal player. But this offense this year is going to be different. Brock Purdy is more experienced. He's looking good. And he's going to be pushing the ball downfield to Brandon Ayuk. I said what I said. Now listen, Deebo's going to have some nice games. But when CMC is healthy and Ayuk is healthy, I don't want no Deebo Samuels. I think Ayuk is about to break out. Ayuk is probably going to be a top 5 wide receiver. I said what I said. Ayuk is probably going to be a top 5 wide receiver. So I'm not touching no Deebo this year. So if Deebo have a good game, go ahead and get off of him and try to get you a pretty penny. I got plenty of videos out here with guys you should be targeting in trades. You know, and I'm probably do another video on it to let you know. I don't want no Deebo Samuels this year. You got to move off guys. Things change. Go up and down. So it's very rarely you're going to get a wide receiver like a Justin Jefferson where he going to keep going up. Even when he have a down game, you still fine with it. A lot of these guys are like that. Ayuk is he's on the uptrend. He's about to be the best wide receiver on this team. Not hybrid, not player, but wide receiver. It's 2 different things. He's the best wide receiver on this team. And Brock Purdy is ready to push the ball downfield. All right, let's move on to my number 10 guy, my last but not least guy. And then I'm going to get to some of the questions in the chat. My number 10 guy is Terry McLaurin. Listen, I love Terry. I had Terry as a rookie on my team, and that was my first year playing fantasy football competitively. And I missed the playoff by one spot. I lost in that last game. I went on the 6-game run, and Terry McLaurin was a big part of that. So I love Terry. Terry's a good player. Really good player. He deserved the money that he got. But sometimes guys that's more talented come in and take your snap share. And you seen a little bit of that last night. Listen, A.J. Brown is phenomenal, but Devontae Smith is going to be the guy that's going to get hyper-targeted because the way he runs routes. But A.J. Brown is the big play guy, so that's fine. Same thing going with Terry McLaurin. Jahan Dotson is the big play guy. But Terry McLaurin is the guy that's going to get more targets. Terry McLaurin is going to be more of like the big play guy, but he's not going to get as many targets as Jahan Dotson. Jahan Dotson is the new phenom on his team. So to me, I would rather get off Terry McLaurin and go to Jahan Dotson. Jahan Dotson is the guy that I want on this team. So guys, these lists right here, so I'm going to go through the list and then I'm going to get to the comment section. Sky Moore makes me nervous. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, and I know a lot of you don't like that. I said what I said. Hold me accountable. I don't want those guys this year. Those guys are phenomenal players, but that offense is trashy. That scheme is trashy. Next is Derrick Henry. Next after that is Alexander Madison, number 4 guy. My number 5 guy is Josh Allen. My number 6 guy is Devontae Adams. My number 7 guy is DJ Moore. My number 8 guy is Rachaad White. And my number 9 guy is Deebo Samuel, and my number 10 guy is Terry McLaurin. Okay, so let's get to some of these comments. Atlanta says Bijan Robinson. He says Bijan Robinson going to turn up this with the Atlanta Falcons. Yes, he is. Dollar Bill says, bruh, what's up, bruh? And Cameron says, what's up, sir? Should I flex Drake, London, Zay Jones, Elijah Moore this week? I'm flexing. I'm gonna go with Drake London one more time as a flex. You gotta flex him one more time. If he can let you down again and he give you lower than 10 points, then you gotta move on. It's decent, bruh. It's decent. Let me see what's that. Tingo says, would you rather start Kelly, Tyler Algier, or Dameon Pierce? Kelly. I'm starting Kelly. I love Dameon Pierce, but I would rather start Kelly. And Eric says, peace, bruh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Y'all be safe. I'm gonna try to go live again tonight and do starts and sits. I'm gonna do a start and sit video. I was gonna do one last night, but it was so late, it was gonna run into the game, and I gotta watch the game. So y'all be safe, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hold on. Kazi says Drake London or Elijah Moore. I'm gonna still go with Drake London. I still got to see what I got in Drake London. I don't want you to miss his boom game. And the coach is probably gonna try to get him targets because he had 0 catches last week. So they know Drake London is a good talent. They don't want to treat him like chopped liver. So I would go with Drake London. I don't want you to waste that draft capital and then you miss his boom game and it might be spotty. Kazi says, thanks, TD. Have a good one. Anytime, bruh. Anytime. What's going on, D Lion? What's popping, bruh? He says, finally made it live. Yes, bruh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trying to wait it out a little bit, guys. If any more questions pop up. Yeah, guys, so I real quick before I do get out of here, I will talk about the Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and I know that's real edgy. Guys, if you got Jamar Chase, I would try to go get Jalen Waddle. He said, drive safe. Thanks for the cutting edge content. Yeah, brother, I'm in the slow lane. I'm paying attention to the road. Yep, appreciate it. I would try to trade Jamar Chase for Jalen Waddle and another piece. I would try to trade Jalen Waddle for another piece. One of the best stacks that I like this year, which, you know, this is a different video, but I like Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and Tua. I think that's the best stack. I think each week you're going to get a boom wide receiver. 30 point, 40 points. 30 point, 40 points. 30 point, 40 points. Use the nerd. What's up, bro? He says, what do you think of Mac Jones this week? I like Mac Jones this week. I like Mac Jones going forward. Bill O'Brien is his offensive coordinator. Bill O'Brien always been a good offensive coordinator, especially when he's not a head coach. Now, if he's a head coach, sometimes he can have spotty play calls, but as an offensive coordinator, he won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady. He was on that staff. He called really good plays for Christian Hackenberg and got him drafted from Penn State. So I love Mac Jones this week. Let me see. Kazi says, would you trade Chase for AJ Brown? No, that's not good enough. You need AJ Brown in another piece. And I wouldn't go to AJ Brown. AJ Brown is fine, but I would go somewhere. I would go to another player. I would go to another player.
Lindell, what's up, bro? What's good with you? This is one of the first members of the channel. I think this is the first member of the channel. Yes, sir, bro. D-Lion says, I'm trying to sell Garrett Wilson and Waller for Waller. Okay, for Waddle. Yep. I don't like Zach Wilson. And hamstrings with Waller, I'm not going to deal with it. I understand, bro. I understand. I got Waller, but I think I'm going to go down with the ship because I'm in a tight end premium league. I don't think I'm going to get that type of value back. Post. What's going on, bro? He says, I have a dilemma. If Aaron Jones sit out this week, do I start Antonio Gibson or Zach Moss? That's tough. Man, I hate to say it, man. It might be Zach Moss. I think Antonio Gibson has more upside, but Zach Moss has the best floor. So he's the safest. But Antonio Gibson can go out there and give you 2 points, 3 points. Zach Moss can give you maybe 10, 11. So I would say Zach Moss, but I hate to say it, man. I never thought I would tell anybody to play Zach Moss over Antonio Gibson. Big Will says, I dropped DeAndre Swift. And of course, he went off. Is it worth it to go back and get him? Yes. So listen, brother, let me give you some context. I don't drop a lot of players. But when I drop a player, I'm done with him. Because you got to understand, just because a guy have 1 bad week or 2 bad weeks or even 3 bad weeks don't mean that he's going to be sorry every week. It might be a time where you might need to start him and he can boom. A lot of people play fantasy and they want a bunch of upper echelon players that they never have to take out of their lineup. I draft where my wide receivers are strong. I'm never really touching those guys. Like I'm getting Tyreek Hill, Justin Jeffersons, Cooper Kupps, top guys. And then my running backs, I take them out anytime if I don't get a top guy. So to me, I'm never dropping running backs. I'm always keeping them stashing. I love stashing running backs. That's the way my scheme is. So to me, because any running back can have a good week in any week. Now, wide receivers you're not going to come off the bench and get 15 targets. But you can come off the bench as a running back and get 15 carries. Linda says, who you got winning, the Jags or KC? I got KC winning that game. KC just a really good team. They should have won that last game. Big Will says, my bad, good evening, sir. No, you good, bro. You good. Kazi says, I traded Garrett Wilson for Addison Dotson. Did I lose that? No, you did not. No, you did not. You got off that stock at the right value, and you got some value for it. Don't worry about what he does for it, bro. I think that's good value. Post says first 2 picks in June, Eckler and Kupp. I feel you, bro. Listen, and if you watch my content, you will find out. I'm not big on Eckler. And who else was the other guy? Now Kupp. Hey, that's okay. I'm not saying it's okay just because I took him. I got Kupp, and I'm okay with that. I drafted Kupp knowing that he had a hamstring injury because the upside. I want that upside. But Eckler, I'm not drafting running backs early. The only running back that I'm drafting early is a young rookie phenom. I drafted Bijan Robinson in the first. That was the only running back, and Saquon Barkley. Those are the only 2 running backs that I drafted early. And I actually took Saquon at the end of the first round. But Bijan, I took him #1 overall in a couple picks, in a couple leagues. So don't draft like CMC. I ain't touch CMC. I know a lot of people say, CMC went off. That's good for CMC. I don't want it. I'm not. He can go down at any time. Anybody can go down at any time, right? But you got to play the numbers game. I feel good with Tyreek Hill and Justin Jefferson, those type of guys. Then I trust CMC. I don't trust them older running backs at 28, 29 years old. And they smaller, not to have an injury. L Burner says, what up, bro? What's going on? Lindell says, I spent big fag and grabbed. There you go. I did too, bro. I did too with Josh Kelly. And stash him. Don't let him go because Austin Eckler is going to be volatile all season. Now, listen, when Austin Eckler, if Austin Eckler, you knew that he wasn't gonna get hurt, he would be my #1 pick, #2 pick. CMC would be my pick. But knowing these guys can go down, I'm getting their backups and ready to play that game. So yeah, bro, that was a great move to get that on Kelly. He said in a lot of my leagues, I think he's going to have a huge week. And he actually said season. Yes, I think he's going to have a really good season. Yes, sir. Earl Burner says, I got a wide receiver issue. Actually, I have A.J. Brown, Terry McLaurin, Marquise Brown, Mike Thomas, JSN, Puka Nacua. Okay, bro, usually you got to be a member, at least $1 tier, for me to read the long chats, the long comments. But I'm going to get it for the first time. I always try to look out for people because I know they come in, they don't know. Mike Thomas, Zay Jones, Jerry Judy, issue, I got to drop one, but I'm fighting myself who? Marquise Brown, that's easy. Terry McLaurin or Marquise Brown? I would probably say Marquise Brown. You can do Terry McLaurin. No, you good, bro. It's all good. It's all love. It's all love. I'm glad you didn't take it personal. A lot of people get mad. Oh, what? You ain't gonna answer my question. Oh, that's why your ass doing a video from the car. You with your weak channel. Most time people do that, right? Let me see anybody else. Josh Allen? No sirree. I don't want no Josh Allen. Trade him. DJ Moore? Nope. Now listen, I told y'all that Justin Fields would be a top. I don't know if I had Justin Fields in my top 5. I think I had him in my top 12. But I wasn't. I was on Daniel Jones and Lamar Jackson and Jordan Love. Those were my like big time picks. So guys, Linda says I've been trading for Ridley. I like Trevor Lawrence. I like Trevor Lawrence too. The only thing, bro, that I would say, because I think Calvin really could be a top 12 wide receiver, maybe even higher, right? He could be even higher. I think he's gonna spread the ball around. I don't think he's gonna get Calvin Ridley. He's gonna hyper target Calvin Ridley with 10 targets every game. I could be wrong. I'm not gonna sit there and say, he's not gonna target Calvin. No, bro, you could have a top 5 wide receiver. I'm just not touching it. I think I would rather have Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to have a great season. He says, I have Josh Allen. Who should I trade for? L. Burner, appreciate that, bro. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Yeah, and you're gonna get your comment read now. You put a story in here. I'll read the story to everybody. Appreciate you, bro. He says, I have Josh Allen. Who should I trade him for? Tua. Go get Tua. Go get Tua, and then go get you a waiver wire quarterback like Jordan Love. So go get you 2 guys. Make sure you got a backup for Tua. You can go get AR, but you got to have a backup. Or you can go for Tua and another really good player to help your team out. But listen, I'm gonna tell you how you trade, and I'm gonna make a trade video for everybody to understand this. When you go trade, don't ask the guy directly for the player that you want, because if you do that, he gonna play hardball with you. So I'm gonna give you an example. This is how you trade. Say a guy got AR and Tua on the team, and you want Tua. Don't go to him if you got Josh Allen and say, hey man, what you want for Tua? Be like, hey man, what you want for AR? And he might say, whatever he say, you don't want AR, but you just playing the game with him. He might say, well look man, I take Saquon and Josh Jacobs. You be like, man, I can't do that. Man, what you want for Tua then? See? You see how that's like you selling. So now he gonna be like, he know he can't ask for no Josh Jacobs and Saquon Barkley for no Tua. So he gonna be like, I take it for James Cook. You like, I might. Let me think about that. I think I might do that, bro. Because Tua, I'm worried about his concussions. You gotta play it down. You can't be like, oh man, can I get Tua? Because he gonna try to charge you for everything he got. He might not come off of it because he might get nervous. He might start researching. Why you want Tua? You think Tua gonna be this good all season? Then he gonna put it in the YouTube algorithm. and then he gonna research Tua all day, and he ain't gonna give them to you. So you start off with a player that you don't want, and work your way down to the player that you asking for. Because if you start with that guy that you want, you probably won't get him. Let me see who was I talking about? Was it Debo, Alexander Madison? Yeah. So yeah, I think it was like maybe DJ Moore. Yeah. So guys, yeah, DJ Moore. Real quick before I get out of here, I don't want no DJ Moore. So get off of him too, if you can. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I didn't got to everybody. Okay, I got another question. What's going on, Trey? Trey says, hey, bruh. Full PPR, start 2. Garrett Wilson, Pittman, Elijah Moore, Rashad White, Javonte Williams, James Cook. Thanks. Okay, James Cook and Garrett Wilson. Now listen, after Garrett Wilson, I would say Pittman, but you got to start Garrett Wilson or you got to trade him, bruh. You can't put that guy on your bench. Don't put them type of guys on your bench. I don't never put no upper echelon. I don't care how sorry they is. If they a big time player and they got a quarterback issue or whatever issue, I'm gonna trade them or I'm gonna stash them or I'm just gonna play them. You don't sit Garrett Wilson on your bench. That's terrible, bro. Your team is losing when you do that. Because those guys gonna have some boom weeks. I don't care if Zach Wilson is his quarterback. He's still probably gonna be a top 14, top 20 wide receiver. In a couple weeks, he'll have some big weeks. A couple weeks, he's gonna have some big weeks. He'll have some 20 point, 30 point, 20 point. He'll have a couple of those weeks. So I'm gonna say Garrett Wilson and James Cook. You start Garrett Wilson as long as he's on your team. Anytime, bro, anytime. All right, guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This is Cutting Edge content. Y'all be safe. I will be going live later, guys. I will be going live later. Peace.